Stanford University, a bastion of academia and the alma mater of some of college football's most legendary figures, Elway, Luck, Sherman, and McCaffrey. And today, the Stanford Cardinal will try to live up to that legacy. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
A nice play by the defense. 3rd and short. You're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. So Stanford's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. On the ground, it's Ford. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. And the DB right with him to knock it away. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
StanFord lines up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Hands it off. Tackled there by the defense.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where third down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have success.
Grab near the marker. It's locked. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
A nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have. But when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Man, it's tough to play man-to-man on an island out wide. There's so much grass. They can go either way. And, the sideline is usually your friend, so you kind of push them towards the sideline, but great throw to fit that corner route in. Pretty nice coverage, too.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. StanFord has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Quarterback just flat missed it, incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Shows him the stiff arm. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on his defense.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
He knew that he was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the first down, get it out of my hand, get the first down.
He wants to throw it again. With the catch, it's 4. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
StanFord going back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that third down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
If you don't convert on this fourth down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Try to get it on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step slow. They give up the 4th down run.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
StanFord comes up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play thrown.
Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Splits the uprights right down the middle. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. Grabbed over the middle. It's Evans. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Fresh set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep, Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. To the air, it's Leonard. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Irish.
And I tell you what, this part of the field, once you start getting in the red zone and the field shrinks, you got more big bodies on the field. The running threat is real. Tight ends come on the field, and what happens? Run a little play action off of it, get it to the big fella. Nice plucking it out of the sky, getting the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to kick it off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The StanFord offense making its way back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Now the play fake. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Daniels. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. StanFord lines up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Quickly complete. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over. Nice job.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Irish send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. StanFord has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. And he's running in the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, StanFord!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Barrels ahead. Snowed under by the defense.
And they got him on the ground just short of the 1-yard line. The running back, you could tell he wanted to get in there, wanted to use his power and try to fall forward, but a nice job of tackling by the defense and making that thing fall just short.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Irish, back on offense. From the gun, the ground game. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Grabbed on the outside, it's locked.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
From the gun to give, looking for room. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Might as well give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. It's a draw. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Off play action. Got his man quickly. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking left. Hauls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Love. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The StanFord offense making its way back onto the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Got the quick pass. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Caught in the backfield, it's Mockmeyer. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first three periods. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. This StanFord offense moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The give to the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Back to throw, it's Leonard. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Evans. They get him down after he makes the catch.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. He looks that one in nicely. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Fair catch, called for and made. StanFord has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Looking for a man. It's Daniels. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They've got the screen set up. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
StanFord gets set to snap it on first down. Fast motion from the offense. Using his legs, it's Ford. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. With jet sweep pass. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
This StanFord offense is humming, set up with another first down. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Unloads to the right. Got his man. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Off the play fake. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for room. It's Ford. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Oh, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And 3rd down for a defensive lineman, trust me, I'm one of them, is money down. Go get me that quarterback, make the stop, get him to 4th down. The defensive line, the defense was ready to rock and roll. Nice job.
A 5-point game here, getting very late in the offense. Will stay on the field on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Stop short of the marker, and they stop for this defense, and they get the ball back. They keep it on the ground, clock is their friend. Nowhere to run on that one, he loses 4 on the carry. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. At the 15, he's loose. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I've been really impressed watching this guy carry the football. It's been a serious workload. They've been force-feeding him the rock throughout the course of the game, and what's most impressive, he's getting better as the game goes on. That was his longest run of the game.